Hey, Tracy Love, what's up, Tracy? Love. Y'all, I want to come talk to y'all. I want to do a quick video. I kind of want y'all to just do some research with me now. I ain't write too many notes down, so come on and kick it with me, because I want to kick it with you. I got some free time, and I want to do another video. I want to talk about emotional intelligence. That's been on my head, and I want to talk about it. This conversation was had like a couple days ago, and I've been thinking about it a lot. So I got down 2 questions I want to talk about. I want to talk about how to notice if you don't have emotional intelligence, and then I want to talk about ways that we can actually grow some emotional intelligence. So yeah, let's talk. Let's kick it. Because look here, I've been really working on collabing with people, growing my relationships, and just growing, period. So with that being said, sometimes emotional intelligence can either get in our way, or we fumble some things if we don't have it. So let's just talk about that real quick. And before we dive in, of course, y'all, I have to introduce myself and my brand, Tracy Love. Of course, y'all know I'm Patrice Langford, and I've been creating this brand, Tracy Love. It's not just a channel on here. It's actually a brand that I've been creating. It's a personal development brand, and it's created to help women heal, set those boundaries, and build some confidence through relatable, faith-rooted tools. I work on digital workbooks, journals, and courses that speaks directly to women, especially single moms and women of color, who are just tired of shrinking in spaces that don't see them. Okay, Tracy Love is all about transforming your mindset, protecting your peace, and becoming the real you without any apology. Okay, let's talk. This video ain't gonna be too long, but I really want to look up this stuff with y'all. So, when I typed in emotional intelligence, the definition that they gave me, I don't even know. Yeah, this is the definition. The definition that they gave me is, when you have emotional intelligence, it is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage and use emotions effectively in oneself and others. And I read that I was feeling good. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, But then it was like, okay, when you lack emotional intelligence, that's you having difficulty understanding and managing not only your own, but others. You struggle to empathize with others, and you have trouble navigating your social situations. Oh my God. And sometimes, I want to say it's levels to this, because look here. Not all relationships. Y'all know how some relationships you got to treat really different. Some signs to look at when you are not being emotional intelligent is okay, I'm just gonna read this. It got 1, 2, 3 little tips on some ways to know you're not managing your emotions correctly. So you have them emotional outbursts. You have difficulty controlling your emotions, and you just suddenly lead in anger, or frustration, or it get intense. Okay? Then another one that says you have difficulty regulating emotions. Like, you don't even know which emotion you about to operate out of. Like, and I'm laughing because look here. This last week, yeah, I was struggling with some emotional intelligence. And y'all know how I always be like, Don't let your emotions run, y'all. Box them things up and put them up if you have to. But this particular time, it was like I was really, really, really emotional, and I was ready to walk away from a lot of things, a lot of people, and a lot of things that was like, that I didn't want to walk away from. You know how like you really want something. It's hard to explain. It's hard to explain, y'all, but I really do think having some emotional intelligence is important. Whether it's business wise, family wise, friendship wise, like we need to know how to control our emotions. So some more ways to notice how you do not have emotional intelligence is you always defensive, you always holding grudges, you feel so misunderstood, you feel like others don't understand you, they not trying to see your perspective, or they got other intentions, that can come from ineffective communication or lack of self-awareness. Another way to notice you don't have emotional intelligence is if you can't understand and respond to others' emotions. So if you have lack of empathy or poor listening skills, or you don't recognize how to be social or being social with other people, as far as like your body language, or you kind of being awkward, you leaning awkward, or you just got some inappropriate interactions, or you love blaming others, or you have hard time with your relationships. You really struggle keeping relationships together. Difficulty navigating through social situations. So you avoid conflict, you got poor communication skills, you got poor decision making, difficulty with teamwork, and social isolation. You rather just sit by yourself and not even deal with people. Them are all signs, y'all, of not having no emotional intelligence. Look, I remember I did a video talking about how sometimes you need to call out that emotion and face it. Like if you're feeling sad, I'm sad. Say I'm sad. Face it, sit with it, then release it. Okay, let's talk about some ways to grow emotional intelligence. It was just my quick perspective. But when I did some research, let me show y'all what I read. I got 4 little pointers here on ways to grow some emotional intelligence. Because like I say, I am not ashamed to say I need some emotional intelligence in some areas, because sometimes I be frustrated with some stuff and I be like, I'm ready to go. And that's not always good. So let's read some ways on how we can grow our emotional intelligence. So they got down here 4 main skills that you can build them step by step. Go ahead and get y'all a pen and piece of paper. School is in session. Say no, but okay, y'all. The first one they got down here is self-awareness. In order to have some emotional intelligence, you have to have some self-awareness. You got to pause and check in with yourself during the day. What am I feeling right now and why? Then you got to journal daily. Journal daily. When I say that helps me so much. I think I'm addicted to writing sometimes. But journal daily just so you can spot your emotional patterns and triggers. Then, like I say, name some of them feelings. Name some of them feelings. Sit with yourself. When you are frustrated and you whatever, sit with it and be like, okay, what am I feeling right now? What emotion is this? Am I angry, happy, sad, excited, nervous? Like, what emotion am I operating from? You got to recognize them. You got to be self-aware. The second thing they got down here is self-management. Handle your emotions without letting them control you. Breathe before reacting. Literally, count to 5 or 3 and slow down your breaths. Whenever you feel triggered, just... I've been doing that lately. I've been doing that lately, so I want to convert to other things to calm me down. So them deep breaths, getting all that oxygen to your brain, it works. It says have a calm down toolkit. As far as your music, your affirmations, which is my favorite. Whenever I get mad, I'm about to say some affirmations and change my whole mindset, mood, energy, change all that up. Say some affirmations. Do a quick walk if you have to. Say a prayer. Or do some grounding exercises. And I've been getting into some Pilates, y'all. I kind of really like that. Anyway, back on topic. The third thing they got is social awareness. Read other people's emotions. And when I say I feel like I am really good with this because I can see through a lot of people. But just recognizing other people's emotions. Observe their body language, their tone, how their posture is, their face expressions. All that say way more than words. And if you can understand how how somebody body language is, then you can read them without them even talking. And then it says, listen without thinking about your reply. So repeat back what they said, just so you can, show them that you understand. Y'all ever tried to calm down an irate person? And I did a video. I want to find it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, y'all. Come on, I got a lot of videos up there. But this is a video I did, and I was telling y'all, like, when I was doing security, how to calm down an irate person. Like, you really have to understand. You got to be like, even if you don't, sometimes you have to be like, you feel like this, and da-da-da, with a calm, soft, slow tone voice. Because if they irate and then you get irate, it's not going. So with a tone, soft voice, just understand, like, okay, this happened, I understand that, and then give some facts. Not your opinion, but some facts. And then try to put yourself in their shoes. Ask, if I was them right now, how would I be feeling? What would I do? What would I want to hear? What would I want done to calm me down? Okay, and then I got this fourth tip, and then I'm going to go ahead and skedaddle, y'all. It says relationship management. This hit home for me because, I have been cutting off a lot of people and growing and wanting to build a relationship with new people. You get what I'm saying? So relationship management is important. You have to use your awareness to improve interactions with people. So you gotta, like I said in the last one, you gotta address conflict calmly instead of avoiding it or exploding. Address the situation instead of... This is for me. God is... He know what he be doing. God is... I love him. Okay? And then it says, give your feedback gently. That's that responding or repeating what they said back to you calmly, low, slow. Show some emotional intelligence. So give feedback gently. Focus on your behavior, not the person. And then show some appreciation often. A simple I value you goes far. Value your relationships. whether it's business, family, friendship, romantic, platonic, all that stuff. All them relationships. Okay, just some little extra ways to grow some relationships because it's down here and I really want to read it. I like it. Of course, read some books. Read some books or watch talks about empathy and communication. Now, I am going to tag my website down below because I do have a few books on my website y'all can check out that can grow your not only your mindset but learn about some self-awareness. And some videos. I want to tag some videos that I talked about managing friendships and being more available. It got surround yourself with emotionally healthy people. So people who do know how to control those emotions or help you control yours. Reflect after a conversation. What went well? What could I have done differently? Reflect. And then practice some gratitude. When you can practice some gratitude, it controls. I feel like gratitude helps with a lot of stuff. When you got anxiety, depression, fear, when you can call out some of them blessings, it changed the mood. It shifts the energy. All right, and that's that, y'all. That's that. I really wanted to come on here and talk about it. This was on my, and I've been busy. I don't know if y'all like the voice records. Y'all gotta talk to me. Let me know. Okay. But anyway, like I said, visit Tracy Love. If y'all visit Tracy Love, make sure y'all are subscribing to the website. If you stayed this long in a video, make sure you like the video. Yes, I like seeing the likes, y'all. So like the video. Put a comment. Say, hey, I was here, Trees. Nice talk, nice conversation. I feel like this, da 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 da. Talk to me. I talk back. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Especially if you don't watch 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple of my videos. Now, come on, hit the subscribe button. Alright, and that's that, y'all. I love you. I love you. Ooh, ooh. Alright, let me get up out of here. I gotta go. Catch y'all in my next one.